Hello, English language learners. Good to see you today. So, Amarjit is already waiting. Good morning. JM Ashish Sharma Motivation. Good morning. So, most of you now know about my time, right? So, yes, it's my morning and your evening time, right? So, I'm sure you all are ready to learn. Hello, Vishal. Good to see you. So, today I did not write anything on my screen that what are we going to learn, because that's what I decided, that from now it will be surprise, right? Um, so Ashwini Kumar, good morning. Davinder Singh, hello Davinder, good to see you all. So yes, you are ready. Good. Today we will be learning a lot actually, and most of our learning will be on speaking as well as listening and then reading also, right? As you know, I always say because everything is interrelated, we cannot separate them. Sometimes our focus might be on one domain, like maybe one day we just practicing more speaking skills or less reading, or another day maybe more reading or less writing, but all these four domains go together, right? And you know those four domains are listening, reading, writing, and speaking, right? Okay, so before I start this lesson, I get sometimes comments, and some of the comments are very common, which I really want to talk about. And like I received this comment a lot that, ma'am, I want to learn English. So can you help me? And I was like, okay, that's the reason I have YouTube channel, right? And that's the reason I uploaded so many videos. So I am here to help you. But I cannot help you if you will not be practicing with me, right? Because I can prepare the lesson, I can deliver the instructions, but you are the one who will be receiving it. You are the one who will be practicing with me. And when you are here in my live sessions, or even you are watching my uploaded videos or my classroom lessons, then you need to practice with me. Practice means you need to speak with me too. And if there is something to write down and review it. Okay. Uh, so, and then I received sometime, once a while, not from many students, that ma'am, say it in Hindi also. So my advice to those students is please try to listen in English if you want to speak in English. Okay? Because the more input you will have in your brain, in your mind, the more output you will be able to have, right? It's a very simple. Now, when you go to bank, if you deposit the money, you have a money in the bank, then you can withdraw the money from the bank, right? If you don't have any money, you will not be able to withdraw anything, right? So same thing is about knowledge, information, or a language. So if you have more vocabulary, a lot of information, then you will be able to speak. You will be able to write. There is no, in other words, we say no rocket science, right? It's very simple. So let me read the chat. So many English speakers on YouTube say to think in English but couldn't. Yes, I always say, I never say think in English. I never say that think in English because the one those they say that think in English, I don't know how much they are thinking in English, because most of the time, majority of them are teaching you in Hindi and they are telling you to think in English. That's not going to happen, because it reminds me something related to meditation also. I remember about like many years ago, I will say, when I started practicing meditation, and then, you know, I was reading or learning from, like, you need to be focused. The thought should not come in your mind. And when you think that way, oh, okay, no, I don't want to think anything. I need to concentrate. I need to meditate. That will not happen. Because when you will leave everything, let the clutter go on, whatever is happening, then there will be silence. So it's the same thing I apply that here in the language part also. Because when you know in English, you know the vocabulary, you know the words in English, you know that it's the words, any word, for example, right? If for let's talk about my hand also. Instead of saying ungaliyan, if I know words in fingers or thumb, right, or glasses, and can glasses. So when I already know these words and I am not focusing a lot on translation, then that will happen automatically. You don't need to think about it. Okay. So I will not say that you need to think about that I have to think in English. No, because if you are learning something in English, not through translation, you will be able to think in English, and that process will happen automatically. You do not need to think about that I have to think in English. You understand what I'm trying to say? Because again, I'm telling you, based on my experience, and then I have students, my subscribers here, the ones those they are practicing with me, and now they are saying that they started thinking in English. Not everything, but whatever the information they are learning in English, now they know in English because they are listening in English. Now they are using it in English. They are putting everything into practice. And now they started thinking in English. But when you will think about it that I have to think in English, it will not happen. So I will say, do not force to yourself. Okay? I mean, you have to decide, and you are your best judge, because you know how much English or any other information you know, right? And I will say practice, and do not think about that you have to think in English. Okay. Is it like a philosophical? I hope it's very simple. Yes. Priyanka Rawat, what do you think? Can you force yourself to think in English? Okay. Mustafa Ali. I am from UP, India, and I'm your subscriber, and I'm a student of computer science engineer. Okay, good to know, and welcome to my channel. Priyanka, Mustafa, ma'am, this lecture is running on Zoom or not? Yes, it's running on Zoom, but this Zoom is a little different. Here, I am not inviting students, but I invite students on Saturdays and on Sundays. So if I have your email, then I will invite you on Saturday based on your last name. Okay, good evening, Suraj. Good evening, Kabiraj. Okay. I can speak English well now, but I want to improve my speaking, okay, English level. Method of teaching is fantastic and effective. Okay, good to know. I'm going to get good knowledge of speaking and vocabulary. Yes, a lot of information, not just vocabulary, guys. We will be learning a lot. Have patience and stick with this channel. If you want to improve, choice is yours. Okay, Tariq Anwar, hello, hello, I'm good. Good evening. Hazi Mazak, Kolkata. So it's a Calcutta or Kolkata? Okay, that's fine. No, right. Yes, Priyanka, you cannot force yourself to think in English, right? But now, if you're learning something in English, you are thinking in English. How to learn more vocabulary? What's easy way? There is easy way. Are you not making story videos? We will be learning a lot, and I like to teach live. I like to interact. I feel like I'm sitting in my classroom and you all are sitting in my classroom. That's the way I love to teach. As you know, I'm a classroom teacher, right? When did you come to live? See here, I will have some kind of schedule starting from, I will say June 15, but before that, my schedule is uncertain because I am not sure when I have time. Whenever I have time and I know in advance, maybe 10 hours or 12 hours before, then I set the schedule. Because in these days, daytime, I am busy with my profession, what I am doing, okay? So whenever I have some time, free time, and I don't have any meeting or my distance teaching, then I come here and do this work, okay? My volunteer work, I will say. So let's start today's lesson. And again, if you want to learn, if you want to improve, stay with this channel and practice. And not today, we are going to practice. And I don't know if you are sitting by yourself or someone is sleeping next to you, but I want you to practice with me and I want you to speak with me, maybe in a low voice, okay? I do not want if someone is sleeping next to you to wake them up, but I want you to practice with me, okay? Hazi Mazak, I'm from America. Okay, now let's here. We are done with talking and I will give you a time to talk about other things like about your concern, your questions. But right now, when I will start my lesson, I want you to pay attention the way you pay attention in class. Okay, so there should not be any distraction. You need to follow the instructions and pay attention, and let's start the lesson. Are you ready? Okay, all eyes up here, brain ready to learn, full concentration, no distraction, no reading the chat, just stay focused on the lesson. And then if you want to contribute, just contribute through chatting the way you contribute in your class. And as you know, I like active learning. I don't like passive learning. I don't like you just listen to me and we are done. No, I want you to participate. Another thing is, if you want to contribute something, if you want to have something, if you want to say something and you do not have enough words or vocabulary in English, you are allowed to write in Roman English also. Roman Hindi, sorry, I always say Roman English, Roman Hindi. That means you can write in Hindi, but type in English, right? Because as you know, I understand Hindi or Punjabi too. So you can do that if you want to, but I want to give you a chance where you can express yourself freely. I do not want you to have limited expressions due to the language limitedness. Okay, so we will be starting the lesson. Let's start this, and I am going to share the screen with you. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so now you can see a picture on the screen. Now, based on this picture, you are going to tell me, what do you think is happening in this picture, or what do you think we are going to learn? Okay, so I want you to look at this picture and tell me the place. And if there is anything you see is happening in this picture, you can write down. Okay, so let's check your knowledge. Okay, so I will try to hide this part of the screen. Let's see if it's going to work out, because I do not want you to see my other slides, because then it's going to give you a lot of information about the upcoming slides. Okay. Okay, so go ahead, write down, what do you see in this picture? And I want you to try to write complete sentences, and you can say, I predict, or you can say, I can see. I can see, whatever you want to say is happening in this picture. This is a counter. Okay, this is a counter. Okay, good, good. Yes, Monica Singh, hello. It's a bank. Yes, it's a bank. Okay. It is a bank. Okay, okay. You know what? I think the screen is moving. No, you are able to see the whole screen. Good. Okay, so yes, it's a bank. What else? So what else you see in this bank? You see, or you can say, I can see, or I see, or if you want to make predictions that what do you think we are going to learn, then you can make predictions also. It's a bank. I think this is a bank. Okay, yes. So what do you see in this bank? What do you see? Is there anyone who can describe something going on in this bank? What do you think? Can you describe? This is a cash counter. Okay. Cash counter or cashier's counter. Cashier's counter, right? Or teller's counter. Right? Okay. Yes, yes. And lots of people standing there and waiting for their turn, right? Yes, excellent. Lots of people. Or you can say a lot of people, right? A lot of people. Or you can say, I can see many males and females. Or you can say, I can see people are standing in queue. Yeah, are they standing in queue? Okay, there are many queues, I think, because there are many cashiers or bank tellers, right? Yes, this picture, okay, this is this picture of bank. In this picture, all people in the row on the cashier counter, they are standing in a queue. Yes, okay. Yes, they are standing in a, we say here something single file line, single file. Okay, yes. I can see they are withdrawing money. I like that sentence. Excellent. Yes, they are withdrawing money or they may be depositing money. Who knows, right? They are withdrawing money or depositing money, or they might be getting loans or something, right? We don't know. Maybe. Okay, so much actions is going on in this picture, right? Someone come to get money. Yes, get money means withdraw money. That's the proper vocabulary. When you say get money, it's actually a withdraw money. Or when you give the money to the cashier, that is you are depositing money, right? Because that's your money and you are depositing it. I have one more question, and that's a math question actually. When you deposit the money, I hope you know integers, right? Integers are negative numbers or the positive numbers. So when you deposit the money, do you know the integers are what? Positive or negative? It's a math question if you know about integers. integers, integers. That's a math term. Okay. Suraj, you need to stop this. Hi, Vishal, this Vishal, that Vishal. You need to pay attention in class. If you don't want to learn, bye-bye. Sorry, I don't like distraction. Okay, I can see the cashier is giving cash to her customers. Excellent, excellent. Yes, someone come to get money. There is a crowd where everyone jostling each other. Okay. Or you can say they are helping each other, shoving each other. Shoving means, India, I remember that once I was in a bank and I'm so used to be here in stay always in my line. And I was just waiting there in line, and you know what's happening? The people were coming from outside and they were just going to the cashier, and I was just standing there. I was like, oh my goodness, I had to move then. So then I was like, okay. I stood there for like 15 minutes and the people just came in and they didn't even bother that I'm standing there. But that was not like this. Here I can see there are many people in the bank, but in that bank there were not many people. So there were not any like queues or lines, right? And people just ignored me that I am trying to be in the waiting line. That was a little interesting for me. Okay, Mustafa, good teacher for you because I mean, you know many languages like Hindi, English, Punjabi, and so on. That's a good thing. You teach in English and Hindi as well. No, I don't teach in Hindi. I try to teach everything in English because you are here to learn English, and that's what I expect from you, to practice everything in English. Okay. Yes, you can come in. PB Films. Yes, ma'am. Withdraw money. Excellent. Yes, excellent. Positive. Yeah, you're right. Positive. Yes, integers are positive and negative integers. And so negative means decreasing, right? Or positive means increasing, right? Increase or decrease. So same thing is for money also. So if you deposit money, that will be increasing. Your amount in the bank will be increasing. So if you will withdraw the money, your amount, your saving will be decreasing. So we use integers in these kind of situations, right? And same thing is if you go up on the steps, like stairs, the numbers are going positive integers. If you come down, the negative integers, you go down, right? So that's the way. Actually, as you know, I teach English as a first language and English as a second language. And I teach math also, science also, social study also, all subjects. So that's why I'm, because that's the way we teach in class. We teach all contents. Language is not just learning a social language or survival language. If you want to learn a language and if you want to be advanced level and fluent, then you have to learn a lot, unlimited information in language. Okay, think about your first language, same way you need to learn second language. Okay, I can see it's bank and other. There are many people standing in line. Excellent. People are staying in queue. They are depositing. Rupesh, they are depositing their money. So I will say, I'm going to here correct some of your sentences, not all, but just where I see a major errors, I will try to help you with that. Okay, and please keep in mind, do not feel offended, because here you are in a class and we are learning. Okay, people are staying in queue, QUE, and then it should be the end of your first sentence. You can put the period there, and then you can say they are depositing their money there, because we are not talking about one person, we are talking about many, right? So when we say they, I'm sorry, I need a notebook. So when we say they, then we need to use their, right? Because they is a subject pronoun and there is an object pronoun, right? So we're gonna say there, they, and there. I hope you will understand. So maybe I'm putting it very close. Hope so. You can see that, right? So they, okay. So I hope, Rupesh, next time when you will say or when you will write, you will keep in mind that when you say they, then their money, and withdrawing, not withdraw, depositing, ing, and withdrawing, ing. Action is happening right now. It's a present continuous tense. Okay. So what to do, ma'am? What I do, ma'am? You need to make sentences. Write down if you can, Priyanka. I hope, or you can make predictions, whatever. It's your choice. One woman is asking his something. Okay. One woman is asking to the cashier, or she is talking to the cashier, right? Not his. His is for, you know that we use his for males or for boys, right? Or for men. But here we can see the cashier is also a woman. So it's her. The woman is asking, and you cannot say his also, because we didn't even talk. We don't know. Your sentence is not clear who we are talking about. That should be clear. So you can say a woman is asking something to the cashier, right? Because we can see the cashier is right there, and she's a female and she's sitting there, right? Okay. Because I come, that's okay, Priyanka. You can write down whatever you see in this picture. They are not following social distancing in the bank. You are absolutely correct, Monica. Yes, they are not following social distancing. Yes. But maybe this picture is the old one before this spread of the virus COVID-19, right? When we deposit cash, it's positive. Yes, it's the positive integers. Excellent. We are learning math also, right? And we are actually learning math. It's a suspense for you. All people are above 50. That is interesting, Amarjeet. Okay. Okay. Wow. You can judge people's age. Excellent. Excellent sentence, Amarjeet. I was just kidding, but it's good sentence. Because money is added in our account. Yes, excellent. Yes, it's a positive. Yes, it's a positive integers. When we teach, we give these kind of examples to our students. So that's what I was like, okay, let's talk about it. Money is added in our account. Yes, one cashier may be counting money. Okay, yes. See here, I like that the word you use maybe, because you're not sure. Because in this picture, some of the things happening are not very clear in this picture, but you are kind of like guessing. So that's why you use that maybe, because you're not 100% sure. So I like that sentence. So you know where you use maybe, right? Maybe is or might is when you are not sure, right? So yes, excellent. Bablesh, many old men and women have come for, I like it. Okay, many old men and women are there to withdraw their pension. That's the best way to write this sentence, because we can see they are there. So yes, many old men and women are in the bank. You can say because they want to withdraw their pension. Yes, okay. Here we say retirement money. We say retirement money in America. Most of the time we use this word, retirement money. Okay, Priyanka. Okay, Mustaba, you are scholar, ma'am. Okay, Mustaba, sentences please about this picture. Thank you. Monica Singh, I can see there are many customers in the bank for depositing their money. Excellent. Yes. Bablesh, it looks like they have come in. Okay, it looks like, okay, do you think it's summertime? I can see this one man is wearing a jacket. Okay, yeah, but you know what? I think it's a pleasant. Maybe it's spring. You know, sometime in springtime when the temperature is, now I sometimes mix up the Celsius with the Fahrenheit, because in America, if you know, we don't use Celsius, we use temperature in Fahrenheit. So in India, I think if the temperature is like 25 to 30 degree, you might need a light sweater or something. Yes, but I like it that you are talking about the season also, that what do you think in based on their clothing, right? Yes, excellent. Excellent, Bablesh. It appeared that man standing in front of the lady is talking with the lady, with another lady, maybe, right? Yes. So he is talking to the lady standing, you can say behind her, right? Because she is actually standing behind him, sorry, standing behind him, right? Or she is not actually 100% behind, but she's little to the side also. So you can even say next to her or behind him or next to him, right? Excellent. Yes, yes. Mustafa, we're not talking about Zoom session right now. I will talk about Zoom at the end of this lesson. I want you to pay attention in this class right now, okay? Please, please. Okay, I predict in this picture that people come here depositing their money and the lady asks the cashier something. So Priyanka, here I want to make a correction for you, because when you predict, you make prediction based on this picture that what do you think we are going to learn today? But you can say, I predict that we will be learning something related to bank, because this picture is a bank picture where a bank scene, you can say, or where people are depositing or withdrawing money, right? So that is prediction about what do you think we are going to learn. Predict. What is pre means? Before. Dict means telling something. What do you think? You can see this, and based on this you assume what do you think we are going to learn. But I like the way you are writing your sentences, Priyanka. Excellent. There are many counters, and in each desk, one official is sitting. Cashier is sitting. Yes, excellent. There are, or you can say, I can see that there are many counters in this bank, in this particular, because we are talking about this bank, right? In this particular bank, there are many counters. Yes, and I can see that there are cashiers sitting in each cabin, I will say, because these counters are actually divided into small cabins, right? Yes, excellent. Ma'am, integer is not positive note. Integers are when you say plus or minus. Yes, they are. We use it. Maybe your vocabulary is different. Integers are positive and negative. Yes. I am student of computer science. Good. Good, good, good. Maybe Mustafa, but here when we teach integers, the negative and the positive numbers. Yes, because when you look at the line, when the integers are on line, here. So when you talk about the integers, for example, this one is 0, here 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, and this side is 1 or 2 or 3, and I'm going to say negative, negative, or here I will say positive, positive, like that. So here, that's the way we teach. So I don't know. And moreover, sometimes the vocabulary you use in an Indian method or American method, some of the words you say it a little differently also, because I know when the students, they come from Asian countries, they get confused here with the math, some of the words, because some of the words you use it differently. Okay, so let's focus on this bank thing. Okay, good to know that you are a computer programmer. Okay, now let's see. They are depositing their money and withdrawing money. Excellent, Shivam. Those people don't have coronavirus. Okay, these people don't have fear to die. You can say these people do not, or they are not scared to be sick, right? Shivam? Yes, these people don't have a dread. You can say these people are not scared to die or to get sick from coronavirus. Yes, yes, spring season. Okay. A lady standing there is very, okay. A lady standing there, okay, she seems to be very worried. You can say she seems to be, because you're not sure. You can see her expressions, right? That's why you think, you believe. So you're not 100% sure. A lady standing there is worried. Perhaps she's not able to withdraw money from her account. Maybe she doesn't have enough money in the bank, right? Who knows? Yes, ma'am, behind her. Excellent. Okay. The old lady is asking to cashier. Now, Tariq Anwar. This sentence is not complete. The old lady is asking to cashier. What? Okay, so what part is missing in this one? Excellent. Good try. I can see many wall fans. Okay, 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 wow. And there are so many posters. There's so much stuff written on the walls also, right? Okay, excellent. Okay, I can see wall fans. Okay, Monica Singh, ma'am, I'm impressed with your teaching skills. That's very class. Good to see you, Monica, and good that you like this lesson, and that's the way. This is one of the strategy from thousands of strategies, I will say, the way we teach here. So this is just one way to teach, not everything. That's what I will tell you. Okay. I can see, okay, hello, Status Krishna. I can see that this bank wants to give more and more opportunity to only women, because I can see only women cashier in cabin. Okay, wow, I liked your judgment and your opinion. Yes, yeah, yes, I agree with you actually, Vishal, Max. You are absolutely right. I didn't even notice that. Yes, there are all women, right? Yes. So that means you think there is no equality, right? You know what is equality or equality, right? Equal, right? Yes. Yes. It's It's the, and the, you know, the other opposite word for equality? Anyone knows the opposite word of equality? Let's see. It starts with letter D. I'm gonna give you the hint with the first letter, D. Equality, opposite word starts with letter D. Okay. I'm collecting some money from bank. Good. Could you describe the picture, please? What's going on there? Hasi mazak? Are you joking? Because you can see so many things are going on, and actually we are going to learn something, a lot of I will say information about language learning, speaking practice also. Okay, now I'm going to end this in 30 seconds, I will say. Okay, I can see there are 3 counters. I see some notes are sticking on the big blue board. Okay, it looks like bank is also advertising their services because many posters are fixed on walls. Excellent. Now I have no money because lockdown is implementing entire country and I need money to feed of my family. I know, I mean, that's little sad part that, the government needs to help people. That's what I can say, right? Thank you. Thank you for the discrimination. No, not discrimination. Disproportionality, disproportion, because that is not equal. Okay. Discrimination is not the right opposite word for this equality. Okay. Good. Men and women are same, all are equal. Yes, directly. Okay, please, ma'am, take my name. I know the opposite of equality. Okay. My problem is spelling mistakes. How can I improve? Yes, we will be practicing too. And I will say when you write, you just need to pay little attention, and with the sounds also. Try to break the word and then put it together, like the bandit, right? For example, let's say, for example, this word discrimination, for example. And if you don't know how to spell, you need to sound it. Discrimination, right? And if you know if you have a knowledge of prefixes and suffixes, and altogether are affixes, then you can be a good speller. And we will be practicing that too. But I will say, whenever you write, just sound the word, and most of the time your spellings will be correct. Okay. Okay. Now let's move on to the next slide. And today I am going to show you. So here, if you can see in this picture, I hope you can see this picture. So a bank teller, if you see these ladies, they are bank tellers, right? So they are bank tellers, and the bank teller is an employee of a bank. It's written here, who deals directly with customers. So in some countries, this employee is known as a cashier or customer representative, right? So you can say these words with me if you do not know how to pronounce it. Representative, representative, okay? So here in America, we say tellers or cashiers, okay? Mostly in bank, we say tellers. But in stores, the people, those they are on the counters, those they are dealing with money, we call them cashiers, okay, store cashier. But in bank, mostly they are tellers, okay? So now we're going to move on to the next one. Let's see. Now you might be surprised to see the slide that why we are converting money, Indian money, into American dollars. Okay. So this one, if you look at the next slide here, in this slide, in this one is today's currency exchange. So the $1 is equal to 75 rupees and 77 paisa, right? Indian rupees. So that's the conversion for $1. Okay. So I was just showing you this because we are going to learn something about money and dialogues, and it's all speaking practice as well as your reading and your general knowledge also, I will say, right? So if you get the conversion for $500, this money will be 37,882 rupees and 75 paisa. Okay, so here I have some information about this one. For example, lack or lacks. LAC, you use this word, but mostly in American English, this is LAC is an abbreviation for lactose. Lactose is something related with the science term. But lack, yes. But in India, people say lack or lack, and it's not different, so they both are correct, right? So this is a unit of Indian numbering system, and which is abbreviated as L also, and this form is most widely used in Nepal, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, or Myanmar, right? So these are the currency words. The reason I'm showing you because I am going to use the dialogues in my next slides where we are going to practice, okay, reading and speaking. So how you say the numbers, right? So if you look at the Indian numbering system, the counting is in ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, lakhs, 10 lakhs, crores, and so on, right? And this is the way you write the numbers. But in international numbering system, we count it ones, tens, hundreds, then thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions, right? So you can see the numbers. When we especially write in English, we write most of the time in words also. So if you see 1,900, 11,346, right? So these numbers are written, of course, in numbers, but these numbers are written in English words, right? So that's the number difference. Now we are going to practice some speaking, like we will be using the dialogues, and it's a conversation in between two people. That's what we are going to practice today. Okay, so let me read some of the comments before we move on. Okay, so okay. Most of the students not come in this live session. That's okay. Inequality. Yes, that's the opposite word too. Yes, equality or inequality is also correct. But disproportion also is because it's not proportioned equally, right? Disproportionality. We say disproportionality. Okay, so in cabin, ma'am is checking something. Okay, maybe checkbook, right? Can you tell me, please, what is the time by your watch in America? My time. So, okay, thank you. I can see in this slide that $1 is equal to 75 rupees and 77 pesos. Yes, this one is today's chart. I just had, converted it today. So it's 11:49, and now I am going to read the next dialogues, right? What about if we will practice this tomorrow? Okay, and then we're going to have more speaking practice. So today it was all the information. What do you suggest? Because if we're going to start reading, and then it's going to take another 50 minutes, and that will be too long session, will be about 2 hours, right? So I will say we can stop here, and then we can finish this lesson to actually Friday, I will say, not tomorrow. Tomorrow I will not be able to do the session. Okay, so let's see. Because I think it's going to be too late, then this lesson will be lengthy. Okay, so tomorrow we will be doing speaking practice. Sorry, again, Friday. Okay. Yes, open to be learning English speaking like you, Monica, with practice. When you are right now, for example, that's what I always say. When I am talking, talk with me, copy me. You can replay this because it's going to be uploaded, right? This video, when I will end this session, I will be uploading it, or it will be actually automatically will be uploaded on YouTube, and then you can replay this. You can practice with me, or you can even play all my video lessons. And I don't know if you watched my recent ad I uploaded yesterday. That was for 90 minutes. It was from one of the students, his views I recorded. But there are many students in my Zoom sessions that they are telling me that they are getting benefit from these lessons. They are practicing, they are learning. It's not only they are noticing the improvement in their speaking and all other skills, but even other people are noticing the improvement in them too. And as I always say, it's a language, it takes time. Nothing is going to happen in one day or 1 week, but gradually, if with content, with consistency, I will say, is very important. Practice is not reading, but practice. You need to copy someone, you need to speak with someone. So for example, if you say you do not have someone to interact, you can interact with yourself. At the same time, you can copy. You can copy me if you want to, or you can copy to someone else. So there are students, they are getting the benefit because they are consistent, they are practicing every day, and they are improving. So, it's all up to you, and it's your effort, it's your hard work, and it will pay off. That's what I know, because based on my experience working with so many students in classroom, not on YouTube. I started YouTube only last year. It's not even 1 year, less than 1 year. But I'm talking about based on my 35 years teaching experience. Many of you sometimes underestimate yourself, and sometimes some people, those they know a little, then they overestimate themselves. I will say, be confident, and you are the best judge. You know yourself more than anyone else, right? And you know your learning styles also. Like, for example, me, I know my learning style. I'm a visual person. I like to see the things, and that's going to be in my mind. And then I like to discuss. I like to discuss even if I don't have anyone with me, I just discuss it by myself. I just talk to myself, right? It seems to be crazy, but no, that's the way I practice. Okay, and that's the way I even review, because then I can even find my own mistakes also. And especially in these days, if you have any doubt, you can Google, right? And you can find the answers. Okay, you are very welcome, Monica. Vishal Max, today I saw your vocabulary video in which I learned word English and pronouncing many other words such as what, when, there, etc. It is very fruitful for me. Yes, see here, I have about 26 lessons, vocabulary lessons, and they are timed one, right? And if you can replay those and learn, and moreover, you can even, if you are practicing with me, I'm not saying I have an excellent accent or pronunciation, but yes, I think I have a very good, I will say, because if my accent is not good, then here in America, the students not gonna let me teach even for 5 minutes, okay? It's teaching students in American classroom is not easy, and especially if you are not like them, you understand what I mean? Especially the American students, those they are from here, right? And so I remember in the beginning, I had a little Indian accent, but now it's changed a lot with practice. But there were some times where it was a little bit, I will say, the students, because they pick up very quickly if you are saying some words differently, right? So that's why I always say, you can have a standard accent. I will not say can be restrict yourself with what accent I can learn. Can I learn American accent or Indian accent or Australian or British? No, just learn one accent, because especially in these days, we all are living in one village. I will always say that. And it's not anymore like Indian English or British English or American English, because you watch, think about it, the movies you watch, the shows you watch, the documentaries you watch, and it's from so many different countries. And when you are good in English, when your English level is high, you don't even notice sometime, and because you understand 100% from any country's English. Like, for example, in my case, I don't care if I'm watching any Australian show or British show or any, we understand everything. So just learn a good accent, just and moreover, your first accent will, like your first language, will always have some influence on your second language, okay? But that should not be a problem. Okay, to many friends who joined this platform, excellent, Vishal, and I will tell all other students also, or English language learners, please let your family, friends know about this channel and spread. In here, I always say spread the words, tell other people, right, about this channel. So, because I don't live in India and I do not have any institute in India. So where, you have students, they come to your institute, they know you, and then you can have thousands and lakhs or millions or billions, I don't know, the number's gonna be endless. So subscribers, right? But here I am sitting in America, but I want to help you so you all can get the benefit. Mustafa Ali, if you can watch my video, there is one video I recently uploaded about Zoom, and if you can watch my other videos also, you will get all your answers. I expect from you to watch my more videos and learn about my teaching styles and more about this channel. And then you can join my session, Zoom live sessions, 2 sessions I will offer you. And those sessions you need to email me, and I will write down here, and English at my command at gmail.com. And one more thing, so this will be a one session for you, Mustafa Ali. So if your last name is M, then it will be a second session, otherwise first session on Saturday, and then the next Saturday. So 2 sessions. Yes. This lesson will continue. We have a speaking practice activities in this lesson where you will be speaking with me, and you will be speaking with me with expressions. Okay, so make sure in my next lesson you are going to practice your speaking skills, because that lesson is mostly speaking focused. Our learning target will be speaking that day in our next session. Okay. Should I see many videos in whole day, or should I see 2 or 3? Well, I will say it's up to you. I mean, my point is, when you watch a video, I want you to practice, speak with the video, practice with the video. Like, for example, there are my lessons from my class, for example. Look at those lessons. And now here, for example, what I was teaching you here, you can go back and review it, right? And even you can copy what I am talking. You will not believe it. I even mentioned earlier too, sometime when I drive, and that's kind of like my fun activity. And I love to listen radio. Okay. I don't like to watch much TV, but I love to listen radio. And I listen radio sometime, and then I repeat with the whatever it's going on, if it's an ad or with the announcer. I just it's like a fun activity for me. So that's what you can do too. And they speak very fast, and I try to catch them. But here I am speaking slow with pace, because that's the way English language teaching should be, especially for English as a second language, because we want to make sure that whatever we are speaking, you able to understand. You are picking up the language, right? And each and every word is clear to you. So I will say, copy me, try it, practice it, use the same way expressions. Like, think about when you speak your language, you do not speak the language the way you read, right? Bookish language you do not speak. You speak with expressions. So that's what I want you to practice. Your muscles, right? Again, your muscles need practice. So practice with me. You will improve. It sounds like maybe crazy, but it's not. It's an excellent, wonderful way to improve your speaking skills, even if you do not have anyone around you with who you can practice with. Do not worry. Do not look for a partner, because you have to figure out the solutions of the problems, right? And again, here, you, instead of practicing with someone who knows less English than you, why don't you just try and copy someone who might know more English than you, right? So I hope this will help. Try it. Try it at least, I will say, 2 or 3 weeks, and then notice the difference. And you will notice the difference. Not I will notice the difference, because I might gonna see you if you will be in my Zoom session, but you are the one who will be noticing the difference, and the people around you, your friends or your family, will be noticing the difference. That I can tell you based on my experience. Okay. So this is for everyone. The ones those they ask me, ma'am, I want to learn English. Can you help me? And I was like, yes, here I am. I am here to help you. But you have to help yourself too, right? You are the one who is receiving. I am the one who is delivering. and you are receiving. So it's up to you how you are receiving and perceiving, right? Okay. Ma'am, I'm a little bit confused. You said non-fiction is true or fiction is not true. Ma'am, what is the meaning of both? Okay. Okay, fiction. Fiction means story, which you create. Fiction. Fiction is you just create a thing. Okay, put it this way. Fiction is your imagination. Okay, fiction, imagination. So when you imagine something, it's not true. You can imagine anything. You can imagine that you are flying in the sky and you have wings, right? It's not going to happen. It's your imagination. You can imagine that you just won a $1 million lottery, right? That's your imagination. It's not true. Or you can imagine that you just blinked your eyes and you are on Mars planet, right? You can imagine. It's your imagination, right? Is there any fact in it? Is there any truth in it? No. So fiction is imagination. It's not true. Non means not. Non-fiction means true. Something based on facts. It's correct. Coronavirus is spreading. Is it fact or fiction? Is it imagination or it's true? Think about it. Okay. There are lockdown in many cities. Is that imagination or it's reality? Think about it. So non means not imagination. Think that way. Non-fiction, not imagination. It's real. It's true. It's a fact. So non-fiction is the true information. I hope you will never get confused again, Amarjeet. Fiction, imagination. Okay, fiction. Okay. You practice with me, Vishal, then you will definitely improve, Vishal, if you are practicing with me. I assure you that. I watch a video and then practice also. Good, excellent. That's what you need to do. You need to copy the accent, pronunciation, English. Keep practicing, and you will learn. I'm not saying memorize it. I'm saying practicing because you need practice, right? Because every language, think about your first language. When you were a little baby, you used to say same word again and again and again. And me too, right? We all, right? You notice sometimes kids, they just repeat the same word so many times. So that's what they are doing. They listen, they process, and then they express. That's what the language is. Listen, process, and express. Okay. Okay, Khalil Pinjari. Ma'am, I told my friends to talk in English in WhatsApp. Okay, that's fine too. Whatever suits you. Ankit Moria, Namaskar. Tariq Anwar. You have one practice video? And now you are not making another practice video. That story was Fisherman. I think your first week. I have been listening stories, like 6 maybe or 7 stories on listening. I mean, I can have more stories on listening, but I think this is a good way too. When you are right now, even you are listening, I'm talking and you are listening, right? And we should not live in the world of fiction because it's not real. So Vishal, this is your statement, or that's what you believe in? I will say fiction is very interesting because fiction is like stories. Think about all these novels, all many movies also, right? They are fictions. So they are entertaining. Now, fiction, what is the purpose to write fiction? Fiction is for entertainment. So in another word, Amarjeet, if you want to remember this, fiction is for entertainment. You see all these movies, name any Hindi movie. I will say Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum. That's what the name just came in my mind. Fiction, right? There there was not any truth in it. It was just a story written by someone, and then they made a movie on. There are so many. Let me remember the old one, Kabhi Kabhi, right? Movie, fiction. So think about, most, I will say most of the movies, most, I'm not saying all, there is a difference between most and all. Most of the movies are fiction movies for entertainment. The story is not true. And especially even when you watch a movie, they say in the beginning, all the characters and the incidents are fictitious. There's nothing related to anyone. They have like a statement there, right? Disclaimer, you can say that too, because they do not want anyone's gonna come up there and say, oh, that was my story. It's my life story. You made a movie. No. So it's all fiction. I'm a student of Chartered Accountancy in India. Now I'm doing CFC. I want to attend your classes, man, and I want to improve my English. Okay, I will be offering my paid course also starting from June 15. If you will be interested, you can email me. I want to tell you that there is no such environment in up here where we can speak in English with each other. That's okay, Mustafa. You can practice here. You can practice by yourself. I'm not saying it's going to be like 100% beneficial, but how about if it's going to be at least 60 to 70% beneficial? Because when you will be speaking, you will be practicing, then you will be able to use that language, okay, with others also. It might gonna take a little time, but it will start quickly. Okay, and 9 story. Okay, I have 9 stories. Priyanka knows that. Hello, Ramveer, Mantu, good to see you. Okay, good. Okay, Bahubali, yeah. See here, Bahubali, 100% fiction, right? That was all creation. Nothing was true in Bahubali, I think so. I saw that movie. I don't think so if I watched it 100%, but there are 2 Bahubalis, I think, part 1 and part 2. Am I right? Okay, Bajrangi Bhaijaan. Yeah, yes. So those are all fiction movies, right? Ma'am, first and foremost, I would like to say until you along with us, so nothing is impossible for us, just we have to need more practice. Excellent. Yes, Kaviraj, trust someone, I will say, and then stick with the, I'm not saying watch my videos and just watch my channel. I will say, yes, trust someone and follow someone and then practice with it and gradually. And again, I'm not saying just depend on my videos or my lessons only. I will advise you to make a habit to read, make a habit to write. Okay. Yes, that's also very important. And we will be reading a lot too, because that's what I want you to practice. And if, for example, even here, what we did this today, we practiced a lot of language today, right? So everything is language. Even if you are writing here, the comments, your comments are also part of writing and also part of speaking. When you are writing, you can say it loudly, right? And then other people are reading too. So what, come on, and I am talking. So think about it. All 4 domains are coming along, right? We cannot separate these. I am new at your channel, ma'am. You are welcome, Khalil Pinjari. You are so beautiful and charming. Thank you. Okay. I will email you. Yes, Unmesh Patel. Yes, you can email me. And at the same time, I will say, yes, you can join Ramveer Mantu. You can join my Zoom sessions. If you send me the email already, then it is there in my inbox. I might not answer you, but it's with me and I am going to send you the invitation. I use the word fiction and form that sentences. That was okay. Okay, Vishal. Yeah, good. That's fine. I mean, even if it's your, I will say, you believe in that, that's fine. There is nothing wrong about it, right? Some people I like for me, for example, I like more documentaries, and documentaries are mostly true, right? I'm not a big fan of fiction movies. I used to be, but now my interest, I will say, changed. So I do not watch a lot of fiction movies. I watch mostly true shows and documentaries, real shows, stuff like that, right? So it's okay to have your own opinion and your liking or dislikings, right? Uh, please tell me about my problem. Your problem, Ranveer? How I know your problem? Okay, so if you send me the email, then I have it. Because if you, I don't know, right now I don't have my notebook, I think, where I have all the names. Your name seems to be familiar to me. Okay, so if you already send me, then I have it. Mantu Ramveer. I have your name here. So I don't know. Well, I will check right now. I don't know. I have your name here, but I don't know your email. Maybe I need to write down, or maybe your email is, I didn't remember right now. Okay. So if you don't mind, you can resend me the email. So then it will be 100% sure that your email is here. And now again, guys, even I feel sometime that you tell me that you want to join my session, and then I send the email. Now, for example, in this one, like you can, I actually want to show you some of you. You can see this whole page. These were about like more than 30. And I send these emails to all 30, more than 30 students for my first session. And there were only 5 students in my session. So I don't know, the rest of 25 or 26 students, they didn't even bother to open their email. So is that my fault? No, not at all, right? And the same thing here, you can see the same way, more than 30 to 35 students in this. Again, there were 4 or 5 students in that session. So I mean, and then this was my Sunday session, and there were 3, 4 extra students. I sent this email. There were so many. I think I sent the invitation to more than 100 students on Saturday and Sunday session, and there were only 15 or 16 students. So you can imagine 85 students did not even check their emails, or they did not bother to attend the Zoom session. So you say here that I want to join, but then you don't sometimes open your emails. So please, if you want to join the session, you need to check your email, you need to set the timer at what time the class will start, and then be online, okay? Because I also spend so much time. I come here and I sit and I teach, I practice with you, but then I just see there are only, like I would say, 20% or 30% students show up in the class. Okay. Why did we not used to be given cake to? Why did we not used to be given cake? Which Hasi Majak. Okay, I sent you my email yesterday. Yes, Vishal, I have your email. Yes. Okay, you will never miss my invitation. That's wonderful. Yes. Why did we not used to be given cake? Hasi Majak. Why you didn't give me the cake? I will say that way. I don't know why you didn't give me the cake, or why it did. Yeah, that sounds. See here, when we when you write like this, sometime when I read it, but when I speak, I think that way. It makes sense to me, or it doesn't make sense to me. That's what comes with practice. Okay. So when you read a lot and when you practice, It automatically helps you to create your own sentences instead of reading somewhere and then picking up which one is correct. Okay, thank you for today's lesson. I will also send you, yes, 80 minutes. We need to end this session now, and I will see you on Friday. Not tomorrow, but on Friday, I will see you. And then we will finish this lesson and we will be practicing speaking skills. Okay. Have a wonderful day and stay blessed and keep watching, keep practicing with my uploaded lessons, because there are now about close to 300 uploaded videos are already there. About, that means close to. Okay. Have good evening, good night, stay blessed and happy.